Everyone has that romantic idea, the small town escape.
Right.
You leave the city, you start a new life, and everyone knows your name at the pub.
Hopefully in a good way. But the sources we're diving into today paint a much, much more complicated picture. We're looking at a set of memos from a newcomer named Mo. She and her partner, Papa Joe, moved to the village of Barrydale in April 2023. They opened a business there, Papa Joe's Collectibles.
And instead of that Hallmark movie ending, they basically ran straight into this invisible wall.
Exactly.
The whole local versus incomer thing. It's a really fascinating deep dive into gatekeeping, rural economics, and what it actually means to belong somewhere.
Well, it all sort of kicks off with one specific incident Mo wrote about.
Okay.
So they're running their shop, Papa Joe's Collectibles, and a client comes in and just flat out demands a local discount.
Oh, the classic local discount. But here's the twist, right? Mo thinks of herself as a local. She lives there now. This is her forever home.
And when she says that, the client gets all defensive and hits her with that label.
Yeah.
Incomer. Outsider.
But the irony is the best part.
It's unbelievable. Mo found out this client had only lived in Barrydale for 5 years.
5 years. See, that's what gets me. It feels like local isn't a timeline. It's a weapon. It's a word you use to keep people out.
It is. And Mo actually explores this. She says for the old guard, being a local is about navigating by landmarks, not street signs. It's this shared history you can't just buy.
Right.
But she contrasts that with a term from the show Yellowstone, the transplant.
Which is a brilliant distinction. A transplant is someone who moves somewhere to change it.
To make it more like where they came from.
Exactly. But that's not what Mo and Papa Joe did. I mean, they visited for 6 months first. They went to the Bring and Bries at the Dung Beetle. They were trying to join the town, not change it.
And yet, that friction is still there. Which brings us to the economics, and this is where the story gets really compelling. Because if you push out all the incomers, the whole village economy, it just stops working. Mo looks at Barrydale's Golden Mile. That's the main R62 road where the businesses are.
The stats here are just wild. You walk down that entire commercial street and there is only just one business owned by a born and bred Barrydaler.
One. Every other cafe, shop, guest house. It's run by these so-called aliens. It completely flips the narrative of who is supporting whom.
It's that multiplier effect you read about.
Exactly. It's not just that the newcomer buys a coffee.
No, it's the whole supply chain. A busy shop like Papa Joe's Collectibles, they need things. They're buying from local farmers, they're hiring local cleaners, local handymen.
So the incomer business owners are literally funding the paychecks of the locals who are judging them.
And there's another layer too. Infrastructure.
Go on.
Well, when new people move in, they expect, decent internet, stable power. That pressure forces upgrades that help everyone.
That's a great point. It benefits the grandmother who's lived there for 80 years just as much as the new arrival. It leads to this other idea Mo talks about, which I found fascinating. The preservation paradox.
Oh, this is so true.
It's totally counterintuitive, right? It's often the incomers, the outsiders, who are the biggest champions for preserving the town's heritage.
Because they see it with fresh eyes. They moved there for the charm, for the old buildings.
While someone who has seen that same building every single day for 40 years might just see a wreck that needs to be torn down.
So you get outsiders fighting to save the town's character while being told they don't belong in it. It's
a really difficult dynamic.
Yeah.
And Mo says, it hurts to be labeled like that. It just creates an us versus them world that's bad for everyone.
Yeah.
Her whole point is the goal should be to shift from local versus incomer to just neighbors.
Because at the end of the day, a healthy town needs both. You need the deep roots, the history, but you absolutely need the new energy and, frankly, the new money to keep the lights on.
It's symbiosis. Pure and simple. You can't have one without the other.
It really makes you think. So we'll leave you with this to chew on. If a town's economic survival and its cultural preservation depend on these outsiders, at what point does an incomer finally earn the right to be called a local?
Or is the label just designed to make sure the gate stays closed forever no matter what you contribute?
Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive. Catch you on the next one.